Bill Anderson, you chased a story to Princeton University where apparently there's a conflict between the school rules and what is now legal medical marijuana. What do you got?
Yeah, DeZarn has been working at Princeton University for 18 years in dining services. He's a military veteran who served in combat in dangerous areas in Iraq. He's going to war fighting for others' rights, but now he feels Princeton University is denying his. Don suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and inflammatory bowel disease. His doctor prescribed medical marijuana to deal with the pain, but when he informed Princeton that he was now taking this medical marijuana,
they've given me an ultimatum. Either I can participate in New Jersey's medical marijuana program, stay at home, or I can come back to work here at Princeton and not participate.
So things came to a head. This morning, Don was actually escorted off campus and told that he has until Friday to convince Princeton of the reasons why they should make an exception. Don said he's not exactly sure how he's going to do that because he's already shown them his medical marijuana card.
Now you can take it in edible forms, just more discreetly, but their policy and what they're telling me is I've informed them that I am taking an intoxicating substance and that I'm subjected to random, unannounced drug tests going forward.
Interestingly, although Don says the marijuana does help with his stress and night terrors, PTSD is actually not covered. It's not eligible under New Jersey's medical marijuana plan. So he's only able to take the medical marijuana because of his bowel inflammatory disease. He says actually the fact that they won't even recognize PTSD like they do in other states is especially insulting to people who have served this country.
I feel like I've served my nation. I have a disability from my service to my nation. Luckily, I have a medication that I can take that will relieve those symptoms. It will actually allow me to perform my job better because I'm not in pain.
So I went to Princeton to try to get a comment from them. They said they're committed to providing reasonable accommodations for employees with disability, but they dispute Mr. DeZarn's account. They say he was never escorted off campus.
A medical doctor prescribed a legal remedy to a guy that has a serious medical issue. I can't imagine how the university, I mean, I get it's a private institution, but honestly, I don't see how they've got the power to do that.
And this is why there's so much confusion over New Jersey's law. New Jersey's law says that private institutions have the right to maintain a drug-free environment. So it comes down to whether or not they'll make special accommodations for him or they're just going to fire him.
What about the prescription drugs that are being taken, right?
That's his argument.
That's ridiculous. This story infuriates me on so many levels. The fact of the matter is I guarantee there are kids walking on that campus taking oxy, prescription painkillers, this thing that we know is an epidemic in this state leading to heroin use.
You can guarantee that?
I feel a great sense of certainty that there are students on that campus who may be using legally prescribed painkillers, which are arguably much more dangerous than medical marijuana.
Think about some of the subsidized tuition that is going into a place like that. I don't know. What is being taken in the locker room with the hockey team and the football team and the basketball team? What are the, what kind of medical prescriptions are being given out to the student athletes? And here's a guy with a serious condition legally prescribed from a doctor. Seems outrageous to me.
Just because he attained this legal marijuana that's medical doesn't mean it's okay for him to do it while he's working. Why would you want your coworker to be under the influence while you're working with him?